Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is well. Hope you're all splendid. Dingleberry is already in. So is Alex. Good to see you, chaps. If you've got a vote available for the live stream chat, plop your vote in there. 10 votes at the moment. 42% say Huddersfield and Salford will win tonight. 33% on Leeds and Catalans. Get your votes in. Let me know who you think is going to win. Got Finn here nice and early as well. We've got Seb nice and early as well. We got Fred nice and early as well. We've got the regulars in. You love to see it. If you're not a regular, if it's your first time, if it's whatever, feel free to say hello. They don't bite. Just some of them are a little bit annoying. But you learn to love them. As I have. Right, moving on. Hope everyone's well. Watch me at the game, Jack. Always. He's always here nice and early when he's at the game. And Kieran is also here. Ice cream truck outside. Anyone want a flake? I won't be staying with family. Cheers. Well, thanks for stopping by anyway, Kieran. It's good to see you. So, I'm going to have to watch one game on my phone. Of course, I've chosen Salford vs Catalans to be the mobile game. The other one will be on my TV, because I can't get it on my PC, which is annoying. God, don't start that. What do you think about Rovers within touching distance of the Shield? Well, I think they've earned it. It's not like they've kind of swindled their way to it, which is good. They've earned it. Well, they will earn it once they actually do it. Assuming they will. Salford fans involved moved to the stand in front of the TV cameras. Expect to see a protest? I recall that. I was tempted to go to a Salford game soon. Maybe use any kind of platform I have to get more people going. And I would have gone myself. Like join in the protest and stuff. I was thinking about it. But at the same time, if it wasn't clashing with another game that I actually kind of wanted to watch, then I would have maybe been more likely to go. If there's a Salford game just on a day, maybe the last round of the season, something like that, where it's not clashing with anything, it's on its own, I could go, but I'll see. I will see. There's no ice cream left when it's chiming. Ah, okay. Ah, right. That old wives' tale, eh, Seb? Okay. Do you think Salford beats Catalans? I think they can. I'm going to use the same reasoning why I thought Warrington would beat Salford, and that's just like player availability, individual quality over 80 minutes. I assume Warrington would just have enough to get it done. I assume this time around the difference is forward packs. Like, Catalans are much bigger than Warrington. I think Salford would have a much tougher time at slowing them down. It's quite easy for them to slow Warrington down. So, I think Catalans should be fine. But if Salford win, I actually wouldn't be surprised at all, to be honest. Wouldn't be surprised. Waiting your entire life for Rovers to win trophies. Your dad's been waiting for 4 years, never seen him happier. Well, that's lovely. That's very nice. Very nice. Beat the mighty Dyer so they can definitely beat the Dragons. Well, that's not necessarily how it works, because there's been upsets and it's all over the place this year. Speak to Judd about it. I'm sure he'll want as much coverage as possible. Yeah, I could do. I'll see what the schedule looks like anyway, and have a gander. Salford have Wakey last game, so the game will probably be on a Friday night with the other game. Oh yeah, possibly. Callum's back. Hello, Callum. He says, come on, Leeds. Salford head coach for next season left as well. Saw that. Salford going to win their next 3 and come 11th, maybe. Oh, Flo Lacey's back. Morning from New Zealand. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Interesting stuff. You're a Sharks fan, right, Flo? You'd likely get Roosters. Is it week 1? How'd you feel about that? How'd you feel about the Roosters? I reckon that'll be a tough one. It'll be a very tough one. Although no one's voted for Huddersfield and Catalans in the poll, well, maybe there's going to be one of you eventually. It's the Sunday. I'll have a gander. I'll see what's available. If Salford come 11th, they should stay in the league. They should only for me. They should only stay in the league if the owners can prove that they can afford stuff for next year. If they can't, well, obviously there's the IMG grading stuff. But if they can't prove that they can pay for a hell of a lot of stuff next year, then I don't think they should still be in there. Because we cannot have a repeat this year. We cannot do it. Do you think Broncos will win the grand final? I think they can. I'm not most confident about them, but I think they can do it. Who Leeds got as ref and video ref? I'm not too sure. Probably someone in here would know. If anyone knows who's reffing for the Huddersfield Leeds game tonight. I'm going to get the game up on my phone. Well, the other game up on my phone. Oops. Adjusting the Mobibula device. I'll get there. That'll do. That'll do. Alright, there we go. If I could just get Sky Sports Plus on my PC, I'm not a Sky Go customer, which is a little bit annoying. Perfect combo, that dingle. See Broncos Storm or Broncos Raiders grand final? Maybe. I still see Roosters in there somewhere. I don't think anyone wants to play the Roosters. I did say this morning, for those that weren't here, I did say I think the least likely to win it all is the Warriors. I just, with the injury problems and the step back they've taken recently, I just can't see them doing it. Next tier up would be Sharks, Bulldogs, possibly. I'm not that sold on the Bulldogs right now either. Then above them for me is like Storm, Roosters, Panthers. I might be missing one. And then like Raiders are still top for me. You saw Kendall walk into the ground at Rovers, called it, well, you can't do that, Fred. You can't do that. You can't do it. In the NRL, does the Warriors pay for everyone's transport like Catalans and Super League? I don't think they do, Finn. I don't know for a fact, but I don't think they do. Look at that. Flo Lacey. Is that a rejoin member? I think it might be. Look at that. I don't think that's true, Fred. I don't think it's true. A bit harsh, that's a bit mean. If you're not subscribed yet, please do. Trying to get to 12k subs by the end of the season. We're at 11,638. If you could leave a like, a thumbs up on the live stream helps us get out there to more people. Currently at 3 likes. Those are rookie numbers. Let's get those numbers up. Oh, thanks. So we've got nothing started yet, but I'll do a quick run through of the teams. So then, in the backs for Huddersfield, they have Flanagan, Halsall, Gagai, Bibby, McGowan, Rush and Russell. The forwards include Burgess, Wolford, Powell, Greenwood, Billington and Rushton. The bench is Golding, King, Rogers and Land on debut, I think. And then Sykes is the 18th man. Oh, look at that, and he's gifted a membership to Simon Wells. Simon, you've been outed. You've been outed, Simon. Thank you very much for that, Flo. Thank you very much indeed. Dingles in here so much, but bunch of memberships the other day, but he just didn't get one in the end. Well, thank you. That is very kind of you. So, completing the lineup for this game in the backs for Leeds, they have Miller, Hall, Newman, McCormack, who I assume is on debut. First time I've heard of him before, unless somehow it's not. Hankinson, Croft and Connor. The forwards include Oledzki, Ackers, Jenkins, Gannon, McDonald and Watkins. The bench is Cassell, the Zen Monk, James Bentley, Lasoni and O'Connor. Sinfield is the 18th man. Over in the other game, In the backs for Salford Red Devils, we have Jack Walker, Connell, Derbyshire, Masters and Chimambe. Mellor and Milnes make up the rest of the backs. The forwards include Logan Lewis, Davis, Sangare, Russell, Ruin and Wilson. Sangare was fantastic against Warrington, by the way. The bench is Murphy, Chan, Wayne and Shaw. Morgan is the 18th man. For Catalans, in the backs they have Esporta Biche, Mark, Laguerre, Smith, Kotrick, I think it's Tyson, and then Rouge. Forwards include Seguier, De Costa, Navarrete, Siranen, Garcia and Pangai Jr. Complete the starting 13. The bench is Romano, Desiree, Maria and Barmforth. Descalzi is the 18th man. Ned McCormack has played before, right? Okay. Has very good potential. How old is Sangare now? Justin Sangare is 27. Looking at the poll, Leeds and Catalans, the favourites currently. I do actually have a bet on this game. For the first time in months, I have a bet on. It's part of a 3-match ACCA. But I need Leeds to win by at least 23 points. So, yeah. Leeds Rhinos. Can Lasoni just come to us early? Nah. He's going to be playing playoffs, mate. Just let him deal with that first. You can stay with me, Finn, and watch from the sidelines. Thing is, that Salford squad doesn't look horrendous. Exactly, that was the same last week against Warrington, still looked pretty good. And the week before that, I can't remember who they played, someone will remember. But, you know, a few weeks running, that's been a pretty solid and stable group of players. The only change I recognise there is Masters comes back in to replace Gorman. Gorman did a pretty good job against us last week. His carries were strong at the backfield. Got stuck in defensively as well. So he did a good job. As far as I can tell, that's it though. I didn't know anything about Ruin, but he's looked pretty good. Some guys on the bench have changed, I think, as well. I don't think Wayne was there last week. But yeah, Walker had a great debut, a couple of line breaks. Connell was solid. Derbyshire got himself a try. There was a nice little move down the short side left from Mellor and Derbyshire. Let's have a look. Since when could you gift memberships? For eternity, I believe. Well, a bit much, but for a while, really. Sangare was garbage at Leeds. I don't remember him being garbage at Leeds, just maybe not a standout. Or he went out of the race yet. Well, just call it a day, Finn. Just call it a day. Let it go. Just realised I'm in year 10. I failed to spell since. The education system, everybody. Fred for Prime Minister. Let's go. Good on you, Fred. Hey, Robs. If I subscribe to your membership, will I be able to see the match you're looking at? No. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Unfortunately. Looking out for Judd in the crowd. Can I see him anywhere? Hopefully it looks nice and packed out on that side of the field on camera. Who did Logan play for in the NRL? He played for Canberra Raiders. Whether he got NRL game time, I'm not too sure. Oh, right, okay. I thought they were all trying to go in that stand that the TV is on. Like, the one that the TV's looking at, because there's barely anyone in there. Okay, I guess they're just going all in the main stand. I thought they were going in the one that is shown on TV. I thought that was the idea. That looks packed out, and then they can show more banners. Interesting. Okay, looks like we're going to get underway with Huddersfield versus Leeds first. Right then, folks. I'm going to end this poll. And we're underway. Leeds will kick to the Huddersfield Giants. And it's almost a foot over the dead ball line, possibly just kept in. Just about. And Wolford hands it off to Burgess. Takes it up towards the 10. You know my arm situation from ages ago. Finally getting money from school for my injuries, emotional damage. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Oh, look, I got a wobbly arm, guys. I got a wobbly arm. Oh. Look at him go. Look at him go. Huddersfield Giants on the last tackle. Out the back to Russell. Kicks long. Collected on the full by Miller. Over the 20, up towards the 30. And a reminder, the distance between the 30 and 40 is not quite 10. Or some of the other gaps as well is not quite 10. But I'll still refer to all the lines in 10s. And in the other game, we're underway. Catalans will kick to Salford. And it'll be, I think it's Logan Lewis. I can't tell on this tiny screen at the moment. Up towards the 10. Shifting it right. Walker to Masters. Break here for Connell down the right edge already. Salford with a break. Over halfway. Up to the 40. And now the 30. 30 seconds gone. They're up towards Catalans 30. Look at him go. Walker back towards the middle. Shifting it across the field. And a kick towards the back left. This is early effort there and a mistake. Oh, you don't need to force it. Okay, you don't need to force it. Alright? Just take the tackle. Switching back over to the other game. So Catalans stuck on their own 20 right now. Huddersfield Giants in possession on their own 20 with 2 minutes gone. Next carry from Halsall, smashed into. Good to see Oledzki and Jenkins starting the front row. Probably their strongest, maybe their strongest front row. I mean, you could say Palacia, but I like Palacia at 13. But, yeah, this is a... I think Jenkins Oledzki is their best front row, to be honest. Huddersfield in centre field, shifting it left, out the back to Russell, kicks on the 4th tackle. Could be a 40-20, possibly. Distance is fine, angle not so much. And Miller will take this up towards the 30. A few defenders in the frame there, pushing him back a little bit. Switching over to Catalans. What can I watch it on? It's on Sky Sports Plus, or you'd have to pay for a Super League Plus subscription. Catalans on the 4th tackle, dink the ball through towards the back right. Walker is there, picks the ball up on the 10, tries to cut back towards the middle. He's going to be stopped 5 metres in front of the try line. You're welcome, Pickle Rick. Any inventions you've been making recently? Any interdimensional travel? Stuff like that? Morty alright? And we got a stoppage in the Salford game. Just missed it because I was talking to Pickle Rick. But I'll switch over to the other game real quick. Miller, on the last tackle, sees a bit of room to run. He's still going. Don't do it. They are going to do it. They are just going to do it. Hankinson kicks back towards the stick, slightly collected by Bibby. That's well recovered. Damn. But is Salford in, or they were in possession, and then there was a player nearly tipped beyond. Oh, Chimambe was tipped beyond the horizontal, according to the referee. So a kick into touch for Salford, and up towards the 30. Okay. Huddersfield with a lot of work to do out their own end. Onto their own 10, nearly 4 minutes gone. It's the 4th tackle. Next carry through centre field from Halsall up towards the 20. So it is now the last tackle. 4 minutes gone. They make it up to the 20. Out the back to Rush. Plenty of distance on this kick. Collected by Hankinson. Already over the 30, up towards the 40. This could be a long day for Huddersfield. This could be a very, very long day. Not seeing what's going on in the Catalan-Salford game, but there is a scrum. Not sure who for. Mistake from Leeds. They turn over the ball inside the midfield. Hopefully the new ref does need more options between different refs. Absolutely. So Huddersfield only about 30 metres out. But the scrum is for Catalan, so I'll stick with them for now. Down the right-hand side, there's a switch back to Kotrick. Shifting down the right edge. Good metres. Catalans are about 14 metres out. Back towards the middle. Still shifting it left. Going to be a carry through centre field from Roman Navarrete. So Catalans and Huddersfield both in good territory. Huddersfield 20 out. Catalans 10 out. Shifting it right. There's a switchback for Seguier. Brought it down 9 metres out. Huddersfield inside the 10 as well. I'm going to have to keep an eye on both. But a pop-up there for Catalans almost through. They'll play this 4 metres out left of the posts. Full tackle, Da Costa on his right. Gets an offload again. Still live. Kick through towards the back right. Chimambe is there to collect the ball. Nicely dealt with. He stopped just short of his own 10. So well done to Chimambe for dealing with that one. And on the last tackle for Huddersfield, they kick the ball towards the back left. Reinhold's there, collects it on the full. And he takes it over the 10. So well done, Reinhold, defusing that one. And Chimambe for Salford. Newman with the next carry over the 20 for Leeds. They get an offload as well. Miller now with Connor down the left edge. Over to McCormack. Just eating up a few extra metres. But Salford, bit of room down the right-hand side. Connell nearly with another break. Decent movement here from Salford. That's good. That's the advantage of at least having a regular set of backs for a good few weeks. That certainly helps. But a kick on the last from Salford. Collected by Catalans up towards their own 20. But Leeds Rhinos in possession on the third tackle. 6.5 minutes gone. Newman takes it up towards the 30 inside Giants territory. 2 more tackles to go. Ledsky with a carry through centre field, 20 metres out. Leeds inside the red zone. Is this the first time they've been in here? I think it might be. I was going to say Connor, then it's Croft. Pops up to McDonald, just trying to turn over the ball in front of the try line. Fair enough. They could really pin Huddersfield back off the back of this set. We will see. So switching over to the other game. Logan Lewis would be a good fit at quite a few Super League clubs. I think he's naturally a back rower as well. Back rower or a lock. I think more back rower. So yeah, could fit in a few places. We will see. Catalans Dragons up towards halfway. Fourth tackle, Benjamin Garcia. Wants to take a swing at Elliot Minchella, but he's not on the field, so he can't. There's a kick on the last, nearly 6 minutes gone. Collected by Jack Walker. Go on, Jack! Cuts back towards the right. Escapes one would-be defender and up towards the 10. Go on, Jack. We're fans of Jack on this channel because he gave me my first video interview. That's why. We're also fans of Leroy Cudjoe as well. So, good on you. Salford on their own 10 at the moment. Bit of work to do, whereas Huddersfield on the last, up towards halfway. Rush will kick down the right edge of the field. Pops up nicely for Miller. Takes it over the 20. Shifting back towards the middle. Bumps off one. Still shifting back towards the left-hand side. He's still going. Still going. Great return there from Miller. Over the 30. Don't play grand finals at 17 with nothing about you. Exactly. Exactly. Watkins with a carry up towards halfway. Ackers on the third tackle. In centre field goes right to Croft. Then on his right to Jenkins. Firmly inside Giants territory. 8.5 minutes gone. Next carry through the middle. Or shifting it left now with Connor. Across to McCormack. Eating up some metres down the left-hand side. Switches back to Hankinson. Looked like it could have been dropped, but I reckon that was okay. We will play on. Miller. Shifting down the right-hand side. Switches back to McDonald. Gets an offload. So many offloads from Leeds recently. Catalans in good territory as well. That's a mile forward from Garcia. How are you not calling that? Thank you. They called it. Oh my God. Thank God for that. Huddersfield stuck behind their own 10 right now. So over in the other game real quick. There was a break or half a break for Garcia. Then there was an offload, but that was definitely a mile forward. Took the ref some time to call it. But it was probably, something in the earlobe. Or the canal, more likely. To the drum, to the brain. And then called it. That's biology, folks. We'll do chemistry next week. Right then. Huddersfield Giants on their own 20, last tackle. Oh my God. This is how good Leeds' defence have been. They've been incredible. 3 weeks running, they've been majestic. Delicious. Insert other creative word here. Break for Salford. Chance in the corner. Do it. Oh, that's a good tackle if he's got him out. Worth the check. Possible try for Salford. Could be early points for the Red Devils. On-field decision for the video ref is no try. I do have a feeling he's in touch. That's my gut instinct. He's in touch. But great effort early on. Leeds Rhinos only 10 metres out. Ackers in centre field on the last tackle. Goes right to Connor. Out the back to Croft. Down the right edge. Kicks the ball through. Good chase from McDonald and Newman. Newman collects. Great defensive sets from Leeds. Huddersfield barely making out their own 20. Building that pressure. Looks clean to me. But Grant wants to check it. Don't know why, Tom. But he wants to check it. So let's have a gander. So we've got two video refs at the same time. I'm trying to look at both here. I've not seen whether he's in touch in the Catalans game. Oh, that might be a try for Salford. That might be a try. He's well over the line, but it's whether his any part of his body touches the ground. It is a try for Leeds as well. This might be a double try here. Grounding looks a bit awkward from that angle, but we need to see another one. So it's definitely a try for Leeds. That is 100% confirmed. It is 4-0. I can't... So, by the way, I can't hear the Salford versus Catalans game. I can hear Huddersfield versus Leeds. Just so people are aware. So in terms of what's being said, I'm not too sure. Oh, he's lost that. Oh, Connell's lost it, I think. Yeah. What's the Salford score? It's 0-0. I believe it will stay 0-0 because I think Connell's just dropped it. So close, isn't it, Finn? It's so bloody close. That's a cracking effort. Connell's done a good job last couple of weeks, getting more regular game time. So that's in the halves as well this year, I think. What's the lead score? That's a great question. It's 4-0 with a kick to come. From Jacob Connorth. So it is no try in the Salford game. Good effort, Salford. Good effort. Jake Connor to make it 6-0 for Leeds Rhinos. The conversion is... no good. No good. Not in front of your former team, Jake. Say it isn't so. Who scored for Leeds? It was Andy Newman. I didn't pick a first try scorer. But to be fair, there hasn't been one in the other game, so I could still technically pick. Catalans Dragons in possession on their own 30. Pangai Jr. with a carry up towards the 40. I hope he goes well for Warrington next year. That would be great. I'm going to go with... I'll go Connell, you know? I'll back Connell. I reckon next time round, in about 5 minutes' time, he'll come back and get one. So I'll go Connell first try score. Even though it's already been nearly 10 minutes gone. There's a kick on the full tackle from Catalans. Jack Walker underneath it. Well done, Jack. Collects it on the 10. Cuts back towards the middle. Newman, eating up some good metres. Already over halfway. Third tackle. Gets an offload as well. Still going. McCormack down the left edge. Trying to bump off Rush. He does. Gets an offload to Jake Connor. Now with Callum Watkins through the middle over the 30. Flicks it off. It's another offload for Croft. Now with McDonald down the right edge. Stopped 20 metres out. And a kick through on the 4th from Connor. Putting Flanagan under pressure. Collects it in goal. Not much room to work with. And steps onto the dead ball line. Almost takes it over. Well, I thought he stepped on it, but... he's tackled in goal. Good effort from Mr. Flanagan. Good effort. Both games stopped at the moment. There was a knock-on from Salford. So Catalans have a scrum inside Salford territory. Why do you like Tiny Milne so much? people in the NRL didn't like him because he did a lot of stupid stuff, which he did. He did a lot of stupid stuff. There's like whole compilations of him just basically titling him as the least intelligent rugby league player in the NRL. Stuff like that. And then when I watched the Pacific Championships last year, he had a world-class performance against Cook Islands for Fiji. And there was all that stuff about people shitting on him because he, made some stupid decisions in game a lot of times. So I kind of hyped him up as a joke, and then it kind of stuck as the legend that is Tiny Mill. So there you go. There's wayward stuff from Leeds, by the way. So they will turn over the ball. Should have a scrum in a second for... I missed that. Was there a Catalans scrum and then they messed up? Didn't quite see. My bad. Let's have a look. It was Miller. Was it touch from Gowan? McGowan, sorry. Possibly. Over in the other games, Salford had possession on their own 20. Masters eating up some decent metres, up towards the 40. Good carry there. So McGowan did touch the ball, so it is Leeds possession, 30 metres out. Salford on their own 40 still. Mellor is wrapped up. Davis scoots up towards halfway. Nearly a high shot, but it's all good. Third tackle on the halfway line. Leeds only 20 metres out, though. Jenkins with a carry inside the 10. And the ball pops out. So well done, Huddersfield. Just dealing with it for now. They've been under a bit of pressure. It's been tough, but they're just going to hold on as long as possible. So that is a simple mistake there from Jenkins, but fair enough. Switching back over. Salford on the last. Kick from 40 metres out. Plenty of height, not too much distance though. On the 20. Knocked on by Esporta Biche, maybe? I think so. Esporta Biche started out really well. Like his first couple of games, he looked really energetic, quite lively, did some good stuff. And then for the past few months, he's just kind of like not really done anything, to be honest. Unfortunately, but still young, still relatively inexperienced. He'll get there. Give him time. He'll get there. So it's going to be a Salford scrum 20 metres out. Huddersfield Giants are in possession on their own 20. Shifting it right to Flanagan. Now Bibby down the right edge, up towards their own 30. And McGowan with a carry coming up towards the halfway line. Salford only 20 metres out with a fresh set of 6. Logan Lewis with a carry up towards the 10. Between the sticks, 10 metres out. Shifting it left, pops it up to Ruin. Go on, lad. Offloads it. Try for Salford. Go on, lad. Good work. Nice little flat pass to Ruin there. Couldn't quite barge over himself, but great support from Derbyshire, I think it was. Yes, Jack Derbyshire. Thought he got a try last week against Warrington as well. Did he not score? I'm sure it was him, but anyway, it is a try for Jack Derbyshire. Well done, young man. And there we go. Salford with the lead. It is 4-0 with a kick to come. Leeds inside their own territory right now. Bit of work to do. There we go. 4-0 Salford. With a kick to come. So 15 minutes gone for Salford versus Catalans. Just over 18 minutes gone in the other game. So I'll stick with this for now since the other game is stopped. Buzzing for Salford. Well, that's what you get with having consistent lineups for a couple of weeks. That's what you get. Leeds shifting it on the 4th. Break here for McDonald. Support from Newman. A little bit of an awkward one to get it to him. Tries to kick the ball through. Not a great kick. Collected by Gagai. Newman tries to get a hold of him. Gagai gets an offload. McGowan cuts back. Bit of room for him to run here. Trying to get around Aledski. Aledski is there to recover it though. Rowan Milnes, 70% success probability. Where's Norman Finkelstein? Some people are so confused by that right now. Nearly 19 minutes gone. They certainly do, Finn. Out the back to Rush. Salford with the conversion. Penalty for Huddersfield as well. So can Rowan Milnes make this 6-0 for Salford? It's a tough kick near the touchline. Steps up, and the kick is... It's good. It is good, and that's going to be 6-0 for Salford Red Devils. Fair play, mate. Fair play. Okay, then. So 6-0 for Salford. Switching back over. Huddersfield Giants off the back of a penalty. Carry the ball up towards the 20. Golding will play this for Wolford in centre field. Back underway in the other game as well. Huddersfield inside the red zone. Nearly 20 minutes gone. Shifting it back towards the middle with Rush. Then across to Russell. Launches it across. Tricky. Halsall collects it. Cuts back towards the middle. Norman did. He gave us a percentage. Some people have no idea who the hell Norman is. You will find out soon enough. Third tackle for Huddersfield in centre field. They go left to Russell. They pop it up to Greenwood. Flanagan. That might be good. That is absolutely worth a check, but that might be good. Oh, Tom, check it. Come on, Tom. Forward pass, was it? I actually don't even think that was forwards. No, I don't know about that one, Tom. I don't know, mate. Don't know. So switching over to the game. Catalans Dragons in possession. Just short their own 20. We've got a player down at the moment. It's Mark. Eventually plays it. Next carry over the 20 for Catalans. He's not in a good way right now. Not good. Up towards the 30. Massive hit. I just missed it. Oh, here we go. Oh, damn. Of course it was Logan. Of course it was Logan. What a guy. Huddersfield getting robbed. Oh, dear, oh, dear. It's out the back on the last tackle for Catalans. Plenty of height, not much distance, though. Collected by Walker on his own 30. Gives it to Chimambe. Leeds shifting it down the left edge with Miller. Cuts back towards the middle. God, the amount of offloads and like missed tackles and stuff is going to be ridiculous in this game. Jenkins down the right edge up towards the halfway line. Now on the last tackle, Jake Connor under pressure. Smashed into the ground by Zach Wolford. Gets the kick away. Bounces once. McGowan collects it. And he takes it over the 20. So Huddersfield not been getting pinned back as much as they were early on. So good signs for them. Ooh, that looked high from Watkins. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty for Huddersfield. Leeds got to be careful. And they've also got to win by 23 points, so my bet looks a bit stronger. Thanks, Leeds. Salford in possession. Over halfway. 19 minutes gone. Last tackle coming up. Shift it left to Milnes. Eating up some metres. They could go for something here. Launch it across. That's forward by a mile. Chimambe tries to kick the ball through. Collected by Kotrick. On the 20 and makes up a few extra metres. Catalans with a lot of work to do here. Mark HIA. Thank you, Finn. Okay, so Catalans in possession. Up towards the 30 in centre field. 19 and a half minutes gone. Huddersfield Giants in great territory. 23 minutes on the clock. With Rogers with the next carry. Ooh. Well, that's an elbow. Anyway, Wolford goes left to Rushton. Takes a carry through centre field. 23 and a half minutes gone. Now inside the red zone with Rogers. Catalan shifting it right. Bit of a break down the right edge. I spotted Biche nearly in touch. He is in touch. Great defence there from Salford. Kick towards the back left for... Oh, Ryan Hall collects it. Gets an offload to Newman. Cuts back towards the middle. And he's stopped on his own 20, I should say. Well done, Ryan Hall. There's twice he's been under a bit of pressure. But he's dealt with it. Almost like he's done it before. Who would have thunked it? Late hit? No, I didn't see. I didn't see, to be honest. Let's go with Catalans in possession, just 20 metres out. Leeds are inside their own half right now. That might be a lost ball there. It is. Catalans just over 20 out. Nearly 21 minutes gone. Fresh set of 6. Over on the left edge of the field. And that's going to be a penalty for Catalans. Was it a penalty for Leeds as well? I thought they just gave a knock on. Catalans, still 20 metres out. Oh, you'll never guess, folks. Oh, well, I thought the tackle count had gone. It hasn't. It hasn't. I was close. Close to calling it out. I nearly did anyway. 10 metres out for Catalans in centre field, and you're just forcing it. You're just forcing it. They're going to say it's a Salford knock-on, I think. Yeah, scrum for Catalans, 10 metres out. So switching back over, Huddersfield Giants in possession. 30 metres out, Greenwood with a carry through centre field. Out the back to Rush, switches back to... Is that Land? No, it's not. Who is that? Billington. My bad, my bad. Huddersfield and Catalans both in great territory. Trying to keep an eye on both here. Huddersfield 5 metres out. Catalans, let's make it 4 or 5, shall we? Last tackle for Huddersfield. Shifting it left. There's a kick through towards the back left. Miller is there and is taking over the dead ball line. So goal line drop out for Leeds. Catalans 5 metres out. Shift it right. Good hands down the right-hand side. And finally a response from Catalans. A Sporto Bichet with a try. Good movement there from Catalans. Good stuff. They needed to answer back. Got themselves a bit of territory down that end. Some penalties, some mistakes. All kind of built up. So there we go. Guillermo Esporto Bichet with a response. There's going to be 6-4 with a kick to come. Goal line drop out for Leeds. Not sure if they're going to go short here or not. They go long on the goal line drop out. Peter, ahoy. Want wins from Salford and Huddersfield tonight? Well, we'll see. Rosie wants Huddersfield Giants to not win. Well, we will see. Leeds under a bit of pressure right now. 20 metres out, Huddersfield in possession. Golding in centre field, pops across to Rushton, now over the 10. Plays it in centre field for Wolford, right to Rush. Over the top. Ooh. McGowan has to run onto it. That's a great tackle from McCormack. Well done, young man. However old he is. Watch him be 35. Good stuff. There's a great ball over the top from Rush. McGowan had to kind of, fall forward slightly to get to it. But he was still in stride. But very close. Great tackle from McCormack, though. Well done. I think with the momentum, he easily could have missed that tackle. Very easily. So that's well done from him. And we've got a stoppage in that game. 6-4 for Salford. Kick to come from Catalans. Near the touchline. Not right next to it, but close. And the kick from Esporto Bichet is no good. Salford retain the lead. 6-4. And Lasone enters the field. Plays it for Ackers. And the next carry from Presley Cassell will take this up towards the 40 for Leeds Rhinos. Ackers at dummy half. Next carry from Watkins. Through the middle, up towards halfway. 3 tackles to go for Leeds. Get back underway in the other game shortly as well. Ackers, right to Croft. Straightens up. Takes it inside Huddersfield territory. 2 more tackles to go. And a 6 again for Leeds. Ackers goes right to Miller. Miller's having a great game. To be fair, making a lot of players miss. Getting involved in the off-the-cuff stuff as well. Lasone with a strong carry. 4 defenders in the frame. Damn. 25 metres out. Right hand side to Croft. Just pops the ball up to McDonald. Hits him in the noggin. And it pops up nicely for Flanagan, who's shifting, bobbing and weaving. Huddersfield Giants in possession. They deal with a bit more pressure. Catalans Dragons in possession. 25 minutes gone on the halfway line. 2 more tackles to go in their set. Quick play the ball for Da Costa. Scoots, bit of space behind the ruck. Up towards Salford's 30. Good carry. Salford retains the lead. Not heard you say that for a while. It's set against wire. Please don't send me again. Well, to be fair, they never retained the lead like that. They've regained the lead, but not retained the lead. Just let me have that win, okay? Just let me have it. Great kick towards the back left for Huddersfield. Great kick. That is Miller tackled in goal. 30 minutes gone. Another goal line dropout. Huddersfield, under a lot of early pressure, they're just kind of building. They've had a couple penalties and knock-ons in their favour. And they're kind of sticking with that battle through the middle now. Sticking with it. And they're getting some repeat sets. So good stuff from Huddersfield. Not good for my bet so far, but it's good for Huddersfield. Catalans Dragons, with a fresh set. Already up towards their own 40. Next carry. Not too many metres there from Remus Smith. To switch back to Desiree. Takes it up towards the halfway line. 4th tackle. Catalans haven't really gotten anywhere on this set. Da Costa on his left. Next carry from Seguier over the 40. Huddersfield in great territory again. I'll just look at his last tackle, then switch to Huddersfield. So, last tackle, a kick towards the back right. Chimambe underneath it, on his own 10, goes up, collects cleanly. Brought down by Laguerre. Switching over to Huddersfield, 10 metres out. Watch for the switchback, okay? You see Rush going right. You see Flanagan out the back. You see Flanagan straighten up. And there's a switchback, okay? Watch out for it. Russell offloads the ball, kind of. Sort of. Flanagan stopped 20 metres out. There's a penalty for Salford actually as well. Didn't see what for, but penalty for Salford. Russell will chip the ball towards the back left. Reinhold underneath this. Halsall, Gagai is there as well. He collects it, offloads to Greenwood. Across to Halsall, chips over the top. There's options there, but McDonald pushes it over the dead ball line. Another goal line dropout. Well done, Huddersfield, getting these repeat sets. Good stuff from Huddersfield. Switching over to Salford, 28 minutes on the clock in that game. Did you read the article from Elliot Whitehead? It's an interesting insight into Ladrak's season. I have not read it. Can you give me a short summary? Cowbell Army. They're out in force tonight. Salford over halfway. 2 more tackles to go. A carry over the 40. I think that's Shaw. He won't let you down. So kick from 40 metres out, just left of the post. Kotrick underneath it, collects it. Chimambe brings him down. Derbyshire is there to help out. The try scorer for Salford, Derbyshire. And Catalan's taking it just over their own 10. There's a knock-on in the other game as well. Not sure who from. From Huddersfield. But Catalans under a bit of pressure inside their own territory. Up towards the 20. Da Costa on his left to Remus Smith, the import from Melbourne Storm. Yeloni's been on fire. Who's the Loney? Who's the Loney? I'm not sure. He's a lead player. Okay. We got a penalty for Leeds. So on this game, Salford have possession on their own 20. Connell shifting down the right edge. Carries it up towards the 30. Second tackle coming up. There is a penalty for Leeds so they can work the ball up the field. Maybe start a fresh set from halfway, roughly. So I'll stick with Salford for now. Salford are completed at 66% and they're still, still leading this. They've got to clean that up. Up towards around 40. So I reckon Leeds, looking in the best spot here right now. Second tackle coming up. They're only about 35 metres out. Acker's at dummy half. The Zen Monk James Bentley is on. Ackers goes right to Connor. Croft will then switch back to McDonald. Strong carry up towards the 20. Leeds can finally get to double digits soon. Possibly Lasoni with a carry through centre field. He's still going. He's going to be stopped on the 10. Salford, hang on. Over to Chimambe. Missed all that. Look at me go. How great am I? I'm watching 2 games, to be fair. This might be a try for Salford. They're going to check it. Well, back over to Leeds. They're a metre in front of the try line. Ackers, right to Croft. Launched it to the left to Connor. Kicks through. Close the gate there. McGowan tackled in goal. And a dropout, possibly a penalty for Leeds. It is a penalty for Leeds. On-field decision for Salford is no try. Kind of missed a lot of it. Out of nowhere, it was open. Out of nowhere, 'twas open. Not sure what's going on with Salford. Not sure. I think it should be a penalty for Leeds. I think that's probably the right call. I wish more of those were called as penalties, to be honest. And Connor will go for the penalty, the 2-point penalty in front of the sticks. Yeah, Salford might have something here. I'll add the 2 on for Leeds because he should get it. It's a good start from Huddersfield. It's a good start. Good effort. Where's the Zen Monk gone? I haven't sorted it properly yet. Is it going to be a try for Salford? I didn't see or hear anything that went on in that one. But it's a try. Salford extend the lead. Get in. So that'll be 10-4 with the kick to come. And the kick from Connor is good as well. It's alright. I mean, my NRL one's already messed up, so I was wrong with the first one. It happens. I've only got like the 1 6 out of 6 this year, so, so I'm used to it at this point. I'm used to it. Leeds Rhinos in possession on their own 20. We'll get back underway in the other game shortly. I've not seen the kick yet from Salford. Milnes will step up. From what I recall, it should be fairly tricky. 3 minutes to go in this game, though. McDonald with a carry up towards the 30, 20? Who knows at this point? Norman Finkelstein says that the success probability is 55% for Milnes, and the kick from Milnes is looking wide. It is definitely wide. Well, there we go. So it is 10-4 for Salford. Leeds Rhinos off the back of a penalty conversion are up 6-0. Space for McCormack down the left edge up towards halfway. 4th tackle. Eventually just carries it straight up and takes the tackle. Burgess safe at wire. I see that. There's a kick on the last from Leeds. And there's a penalty for Leeds. It's the loudest that this stadium's ever been. 'Tis worth a gander. Cheats rings around from the crowd. Oh my god, we got a Salford player flat out. Oh my god. Huddersfield will challenge. Mate, in the Salford game, we've got someone clean out. Trying to keep an eye on both at the moment. . That's obviously a penalty. He's obviously moved into his direction. Yeah, that's right, Cole. That is definitely a penalty against Huddersfield. Not sure what's going on with the Salford player. I think it was Masters, not too... No, it's not, because he stood right there. So challenge unsuccessful for Huddersfield. They will lose theirs. I still don't know what's going on in this game at the moment, Salford Catalans. I'm not sure what happened to the player. Not sure who it is. Leeds will go for 2, actually. Yeah, they're probably not showing the tackle on purpose. I'm not seeing it, unfortunately. So I don't know what's going on in the Salford game right now. As far as I can tell, there's a player down. It's being dealt with. He was out cold from the looks of it. But I don't have game sound, so I can't hear it. Jake Connor is going to go for 2 for Leeds off the back of a penalty. Fair penalty, in my opinion. So, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Isn't it like a whole... Is it like a law or something? Maybe not a law, but it's like... Oh, it's something to do with, you know, broadcasters don't show it if it relates to a really bad injury. Don't know if it's a law or if it's just etiquette. I mean, etiquette at the bare minimum, but might be something to it. So, Jake Connor to make it 8-0 with a minute to go. It's a tough kick, this, about 40 metres out. But in centre field, the kick from Connor is... It's got the distance. And it's good. So there we go. It is going to be 8-0 for Leeds. Huddersfield have done a pretty good job so far. So do I. I don't even know who it is. I don't even know. Okay, so we might be sticking with this one for a while. Huddersfield get us back underway. There's a kick towards the back right. Hankinson carries it. Oh, that's a high shot. Penalty against Huddersfield. They've got to be careful. As much as we might disagree or agree on different decisions, they've got to be careful because too many penalties, it'll be somebody sent to the bin. Emmanuel Wayne. Okay. Leeds try and tap and go. So they can kick into touch, but then they'll have one play. Right, so they will tap and kick into touch. That's going to be half-time in the Huddersfield versus Leeds game. So we kind of got nothing going on right now. Half-time, 8-0 for Leeds. Stretcher finally coming out. How is that not like the first thing that comes out? After he's been wiped out, how is that not at least ready to go? Anyway, so this one is done. It's half time. And we'll switch over to the game. Is the Catalans player going to get a card? I don't know. I didn't even see the contact. So I'm not sure. Players just staying warm as it's going on. Not sure. We might get a replay once the player goes off. But yeah, I've not seen... It might be on Twitter, I don't know. I'll have a quick look. Not seeing anything at the moment. Yeah, there's not really anything happening right now. Stretch is finally on. So let's talk about the other game for a bit then. Whilst I'm dealing with that, let's talk about the other game. So early on, Huddersfield dealt with a lot of pressure. Struggled to work the ball up the field. There's some sets where it was fine through the middle, but there's a couple sets where they were kicking from their own 20. Like a good handful of times they were kicking from their own 20. And yeah, a lot of pressure just built. Eventually, Leeds were able to maintain a bit of pressure, but for the most part, Huddersfield did a pretty good job dealing with it. Now, Leeds did end up giving away a few penalties and drop the ball inside their own territory or inside the midfield. Huddersfield then stopped getting trapped inside their own red zone as much and were able to kind of stay in that grind through the middle a little bit easier. And they also earned some repeat sets. I think they earned about 3 repeat sets from dropouts, which is good stuff. They haven't looked massively convincing when moving the ball around, but they've got that Leeds defensive line shifting. Like, they've got them really having to bust a gut to like get across and really shut down stuff. But they just don't look... What's the best way to describe it? It's like, not threatening, but I think they're annoying Leeds right now. I think they're frustrating them. They've got Leeds doing a lot more work than they'd like to. They just need to maybe be a little bit cleaner when moving the ball around. They've been close. They're doing some good stuff. They've been close. But yeah, second half, I do kind of think that's typically when Huddersfield tend to drop off. And Leeds' best half, if they have one, is normally the second half. They maybe haven't started as well as they'd like. They were completing at 66% at one point. Which wasn't... Oh, that was Salford. But it felt like Leeds' completion was quite low as well. That's my bad. If Leeds clean things up in the second half, I think they'll be okay. Right, we've got the player on the stretcher right now, which is good. But yeah, I think Huddersfield are still firmly in that game. I do think Leeds should be able to run away with it. The amount of like missed tackles they're causing. But Huddersfield are well in that game, I think. I think they're well in that. So Wayne is now on the stretcher, which is good. Leeds are cruising. They're not cruising. They look comfortable. They're still like making a lot of missed tackles happen, a lot of offloads. But to say that they're cruising is, I think, is just straight up incorrect. Right, Wayne will be leaving the field. How does what happens after 60 minutes have anything to do with what's just happened now? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't matter. That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, they are, but they're not cruising. They keep offloading the ball, keep making extra meters, but they're not cruising. If they happen to do it in 20 minutes' time, that doesn't change what's happened now. What? Like, they started cruising an hour into the game. Must have meant that it happened 20 minutes earlier. No. And that's a red card. It is.
Oh, what about that? Send him off! Send the dressing gate off! Get him off the field! That was diabolical!
I didn't even see it. I didn't even see what happened. Who was it again? Was it Maria? I think it was. Damn. I think this could be Salford's in the bag here. A man up for the rest of the game. This could be theirs in the bag. Safe to say deserved red. I've still not seen it. Still not seen it. I'm not touching it. I just think you just made absolutely no sense. Harry's back. Alexa's here as well. Welcome back. Got some more regulars back in. Okay then. We're back underway. Still 7 more minutes to go in this half for Salford versus Catalans. I still haven't seen the contact yet. I'm sure it'll show something later. We've got a stoppage here at the moment. Interesting stat there. Interesting. That's all right, Harry. That's all right. Hope you enjoyed your holidays. Back underway. Salford in possession. Up towards the halfway line. Third tackle. Out the back to Milnes. Kicks the ball through, but it's a knock-on from Catalans. 6 again. And they'll play this on halfway with a fresh set of 6. Davis with the carry through centre field. Say you're not touching it when we slag wire, you get defensive, just accept it. I mean, I don't think I'm that defensive about stuff. I genuinely accept when we've not been good and when we have been good. I think I'm pretty fair with how I call Warrington. But if I get defensive, that just means I disagree with your point. I wouldn't have an opinion if I didn't think it was right. But okay. In centre field, Salford just over 30 metres out. It's a kick towards the back left. Chimambe is going to go up for this one. I think he knocks on there. Derbyshire collects it. But the referee will say it is a knock-on from Salford. So, bit of relief there for Catalans. Probably just want to run down the clock as much as possible, get to half-time, regroup, think about the game plan for the second half. Unless they can come up with something here. Remus Smith with a carry over the 20. 5 minutes to go in this half. Catalans down by 6. It's going to be tricky to find some points with a man down in the attacking structures. Plus, Salford look fairly solid right now as well. You can, Harry. You can. I know it's crazy, isn't it? It's mental. It's insane. Couldn't be us. And the kick on the halfway line on the last tackle from Catalans towards the back left. Collects from the full by Jack Walker. Takes it over the 10. Up towards the 20. Go on, Jack. 3 defenders to bring him down. Push him back a metre or 2. On the 20. Now down the left edge. It's going to be Chimambe with a carry back over the 20. And then Masters. Eating up a few more metres. 4 minutes to go in this half. And a penalty for Salford. They could finish the half with a drop goal, actually. That's a great kick into touch. They'll tap this from, I think that was 30 metres out. They're 30 metres out. It's Salford in great territory. I'd say don't force the try. If you can, throw a couple of shapes out there. Like you're on the dance floor. Go for it. But don't force it. Maybe go for one at the end of this set. Masters skips past a few, brought down on the 20. Walker, near the right-hand side of the field, comes back towards the middle. Switch back to Logan Lewis. Can we get a Logan Lewis try, please? That'd be great. Plays it about 30 metres out, in centre field. Then across to Chan. Nearly loses the ball. And a kick through on the last bit of a pinball action there. Espero Biche will collect the ball, bumps off Miller. I mean, he did that on purpose there, but taps and goes from the 20. 7 tackle set. Catalans really need to work the ball up the field. Dan Russell nearly giving away a 6 again. He might have done, actually. Didn't see. Over the 40. 2.5 minutes to go for Catalans in possession. And the ball pops out of the hands of Kotrick. What would that be seen as? Oh, Logan Lewis. Logan. Causing a bit of shite. Stirring the pot. I think he's just straight up lost it. God, Catalans are awful. They're so bad to watch. Salford's played well, to be fair, Joshua. Next carry from Desiree. So it is... I thought it was Salford's ball. It's Catalan's ball. On the Salford 40. Possible break here. Brought down on the 30. De Costa, 30 metres out. On his right, there's then a fake switch back to Desiree. Benjamin Garcia brought down, losing about a metre or two. De Costa on his left to Desiree. Shrugs off Russell. Some extra post-contact metres there as well. Now inside the field, kick through towards the back right. Chimambe's there to recover the ball. Pushes it over the dead ball line, and they'll run down the clock for an extra 30 seconds here. It's good stuff there, good stuff. What's the Leeds score? 8-0 to Leeds. Still picking wire players for England. Suppose it's equal to his Hanley takes. Well, I think every wire player that I've picked for England makes sense. I can back that up with reasonable arguments. And the Hanley take, I think, is a very reasonable argument. I think you've tried to kind of call me out for something, and I can back up every take. But okay. So on the 40, why are you not putting that game on? Because it's half time. A few more seconds to go. Last play of the half here. Collected by Jack Walker. Stopped on the 10, just over it, and that's going to be half time. There we go. So finally that half is done. We had Wayne down. He was stretchered off. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know how good he could be now, but hopefully he's all right. So we'll be back underway. Huddersfield will kick to Leeds very shortly. Very, very shortly. Appreciate your takes, but I'm obviously going to challenge your views. So yeah, you can challenge my views. I just don't think there's anything... There's nothing wrong with any of the wire players that I've suggested for England. I can back up every single take. And Hanley, I think, even past Warrington Wolves, I think anyone that disagrees with the Hanley take, I actually think is just straight up wrong. I know that sounds very big-headed for me to say, but I think if you don't think that Hanley deserves a spot in the England squad, I think you're just chatting shit, honestly. Like, anyone that thinks that, I'm so set, like, my mind is so locked into Hanley should be playing for England, that anyone that disagrees with that, to me, is just straight up chatting raucous. Well, back to the Rugby League. Kick on the last from Miller, collected in the back right corner from, or back left corner from Flanagan under pressure. 4 defenders in the frame, bringing him or dragging him back. I think just gets to play this inside the field of play. He does. Hanley over Wardle, though? No. No, it was Farnworth and Wardle start. If Farnworth was out for the entire season, then Hanley in his place. But Hanley in the squad anyway. So not Hanley over Wardle or Farnworth. He's number 3. Hanley's number 3. So I think in the squad, perfectly fine. Perfectly reasonable. But not above those two, no. So nearly 2 minutes gone in this second half. Leeds versus Huddersfield. Ryan Hall collects it on halfway and takes it up towards Huddersfield's 40. Join my membership in December? Well, it might be a Patreon membership by then, because I'm trying to organise a bunch of different stuff so I can do like predictions leagues and fantasy leagues, stuff like that, and giveaways too. And through Patreon I can properly track everything and organise it properly. 2.5 minutes gone. Third tackle for Leeds. 20 metres out. Left to Croft. Then left to Connor. Pops it up to Gannon. Trying to spin, but Rush gets a hold of him. Plays it 10 metres out near the left touch line. It's with Jake Connor coming back towards centre field. Going to go himself. Tries to use Lasone as a dummy run. Another 3 minutes gone. Jake Connor slow to get up. He's holding his ribs in. Or his chest. In between the sticks, Ackers goes left to Miller, kicks the ball through. Plenty of Huddersfield Giants players there, collected by Flanagan. And he'll have to play this 2 or 3 metres in front of his own try line. Bibby makes about a metre or 2. McGowan with the next carry, stopped on the 10. Huddersfield could be under a lot of pressure again. Halsall with a carry. 3.5 minutes gone in the second half. Next carry down the right edge for Bibbington. Billington, not Bibbington. I'm thinking of Bibby. Billington. Nailed it first time. Kick on the last, collected by Ryan Hall. Already takes it over the 30, up towards the 40. And a few extra metres as well. Thought Leeds score would have been bigger. Like my life, wishing stuff was bigger. Wow, okay. Sorry, Kieran. Let's all pray for Kieran real quick. There's kids in here, Kieran. Anyway, just over 4 minutes gone. Cassell with the next carry. Up towards the 30. Nearly 4.5 minutes gone. Still half-time in the other game right now. Ackers, down the short side left, eating up the metres up towards the 20. Now with Croft on the last. Bit of height on this one towards the sticks. It's going to bounce once. Pops up nicely for Halsall. And he's going to be stopped 5 metres in front of his own try line. McDonald looked a bit awkward then, but he's okay. Gagai with a carry over the 10. Assume Sykes isn't related, but they're namesake's legends, one of which still playing. I think he might be related to Paul Sykes, maybe? Possibly. But when I got to ask Leroy Cudjoe a bunch of questions, he said that Sykes was one to look out for. I think it's Archie Sykes, I think is his name. But I asked for like young players to look out for at Huddersfield, and he mentioned Sykes as one of them. Golding with a carry up towards the 40 for Huddersfield. There's a kick on the last. 5.5 minutes gone. Collected by Miller on his own 20. So Huddersfield not giving the ball away as close to their own try line as they were before, pushing them back slightly. Miller on the 40, hands it off to Hankinson, takes a carry through centre field, just a few metres shy of the halfway line. The Zen Monk, James Bentley with a carry down the left edge. Ackers, now with Lasoni. Out the back to Croft, bit of room to run, drawing in so many defenders. McDonnell with room to run. That is the presence of Sam Lasoni for you, folks. Ackers on the last goes right to Miller, engage the line across to Croft, go for it. Launches it out, it's a knock-on from Halsall. All he could do there, that was the right decision. Right decision, lad. That was the right call. Where are we at for subs? 11,638. We have another 3 join. That's very nice. Pretty kind of you. Thank you very much. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm trying to get to 12k by the end of the year. If you could leave a like on the stream, helps us to get out there to more people. So thanks very much. We're at 15 likes, actually. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. 7 minutes gone in the second half for Huddersfield versus Leeds. Salford and Catalans players are not out just yet. Well, Salford sorted out the completion rate. It was at 66% at one point. It's now at 81% at half time. So there's a scrum for Leeds. 10 metres out. Off the back of the Halsall knock-on, but he needed to do it. Croft down the right edge, switches back to Newman. Still cutting back towards the middle. Gets an offload to Connor. Hands it off to Lasoni. Takes the carry back over the 10. The player's about 8 or 9 metres out. Catalans has a red now. Yes, they do. Cassell with the next carry. Gets an offload to Ackers. Then across to Miller. Corner cul-de-sac. Has to just take the tackle on the 10. In centre field with the Zen Monk, James Bentley. Where are you going? Where are you going? Ackers on his right to Connor. Then to Lasoni. Just carry it straight, lad. Carry it straight. See you, Harry. Thanks for stopping by, mate. Back towards the middle with Croft. 10 metres out. Pops it up to... Was that the Zen Monk? It was the Zen... The Zen Monk. What are you doing, James? What are you doing? You're better than that, James. So 8 minutes gone in the second half. Leeds not been that convincing this game. Aside from... They've had plenty of offloads. They've made Huddersfield miss a lot of tackles. Like, they've looked fairly dangerous, but it's like... That's kind of in the midfield only. Inside the red zone, they've not really been able to put much together. Great carry from Greenwood. I think Greenwood's been... He's gone under the radar this year, Huddersfield. A lot of great carries. Way pass out the back, collected by Rush. Hands it off to Billington. Not to be mistaken with Bibbington, who doesn't exist. He probably does, somewhere. Little stumble there from Miller, after he collects the ball from a kick on the last tackle. Dragged towards the touchline. Miller is dragged into touch. Great defensive work from Huddersfield. 9 minutes gone. The Giants, they're staying in. They do look clearly like second best in a lot of areas, but they're just staying in the game. They're making it happen. One try for the Giants would open this game right up. So the other game hasn't gotten underway just yet. We should be starting in a couple minutes. Because it was about 7 minutes behind, something like that. Maybe a bit more. So Huddersfield Giants, inside Leeds territory with a fresh set of 6. Wolford, that's an incorrect play of the ball. Incorrect play of the ball. Simple mistakes. They don't have a challenge as well. They do not have a challenge. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, maybe a bit of yeah, maybe. I think Huddersfield's been hard done by that. Has not interference? I don't know. So just over 50 minutes gone in this game. The carry from O'Connor, who now enters the field for Leeds. Ackers on his left to Lasone. Oof. Well done, Billington, getting him to ground. Well done, Wolford as well, getting the legs too. Next carry from the Zen Monk, James Bentley, over halfway. Leeds do not need the help. Well, it kind of feels like they do. They're not switched on just yet. Not at full potential right now. But plenty of heights on this from Croft. Flanagan collects it a few metres in front of his own try line. Skips past a few. He's still going. Flanagan over the 20. Still going. Up towards the 30. That could have been high. But McDonald finally gets a hand on him. Great return from Flanagan. Great return. Gagai down the left edge. Cuts back towards the middle. Stopped on the 30. Doesn't really make many metres there. Next carry from Halsall. Skips past a few up towards the 40. 3 tackles go in this set as well. Wolford now with Russell. Across to Rush. Pops the ball up to Billington. Eating up a few more metres as well. 52 minutes on the clock. 2 more tackles to go for Huddersfield in possession. And I think that's a knock-on from Huddersfield. Mate. As of right now, it could change, but as of right now, the reason for Huddersfield losing and possibly... losing as of right now and possibly going to lose the game is Huddersfield's fault. Not necessarily Leeds earning it. That was possibly forward there as well. But Huddersfield might be throwing this game away. The other game's nearly back underway soon, I think. Leeds are 20 metres out. Make that about 15. Screen's gone black for me. That's great. In centre field with O'Connor. Left to Croft. Pops up to Bentley. Hasn't looked like there's been much depth from Leeds here in their attacking shape. Shifting it right now, though. Cassell, right to Croft. Pops it up to McDonald. Bit sluggish on that one. 2 more tackles to go. They're only 5 metres out. Ackers, out the back to Croft. Here's a kick through from Gannon. Kicked over the dead ball line from Flanagan. That's a goal line dropout from Huddersfield. Could go short on this one. Huddersfield under a bit of pressure. It is a dropout, yes. We're about to get underway in the other game very shortly. Salford will kick to Catalans. They do have a 6-point advantage as well. Wait, did Jake Connor go off? I didn't even know he went off. Oh, I had no idea. Did he go off? Who knows? And it definitely does not make the 10. So that's going to be a penalty for Leeds. Do they want to... Can they take the 2 off these penalties or do they have to tap? I can't remember. But Milnes will get us back underway. So finally, Salford vs Catalans is back underway. They've got a 6-point lead. And the first carry, I believe... Oh, I thought it was somebody else. Take it up towards the 20. So don't forget, Catalans are down a man. Maria got a red card before. I didn't see the challenge. A couple of people said they thought it was red anyway. So Catalans eating up some good metres through the middle here. They need to win that battle up front. If they want to come back in, they need to win that battle up front. Leeds on the second tackle. 55 minutes gone. Only 10 metres out. O'Connor straightens up, takes a carry. Now 5 metres out. Ackers in centre field. Between the sticks. Left to Croft. Out the back to Miller. Pops up to Gannon. Still a little bit slow here from Leeds. Still a bit slow and a bit sluggish. Walker collects the ball 15 out from his own try line. Wayward stuff here from Leeds. There's a mistake collected by Huddersfield on their own 10. 55.5 minutes gone. Leeds have not looked themselves. The way that they've been sort of dominating the last 3 weeks, aside from the constant offloads, they haven't really looked themselves, which is disappointing. Rush hands it off to McGowan. He takes it over the 10. And he's wrapped up pretty quickly there from McDonald. Switching back over to the other game real quick. Salford in possession, 25 out from their own try line, coming up towards a 30. They'll play this in centre field with a minute and a half gone in the second half. Next carry through centre field. I think that was Masters. It was. Out the back to Milnes. Hits the belly of the ball. Could be a tricky one to take. It's going to bounce once and twice on the 10. Eventually collected by Nick Kotrick. A wall of Salford defenders there. Stop him on the 20. I think Huddersfield turned over the ball inside the midfield. They didn't kick on the last. They decided to run it. Well done. They are the arbiters of their own downfall. If that's the right word. Arbiter, isn't it arbiters? Arbiters of their own downfall? Who knows? You guys know what I mean anyway. So Catalans on the third tackle over their own 40. 2 more tackles to go in their set. Nearly 2.5 minutes gone in the second half. Back over to Leeds. Only 40 metres out with Cassell taking the next carry with a fresh set for the Rhinos. Ackers at dummy half. In centre field. 57 minutes on the clock. Watkins up towards the 30. 3 more tackles to go. Shifting it left. Gannon carries up towards the 20. Just short. 2 more tackles to go. Ackers now with Miller. Out the back to Croft. Across to Newman. Tackle just short of the 10. Screen's gone black for me again. That's great. In centre field. Now with Croft. Kicks just left of the post. Not really well placed there. It's a knock on from Huddersfield, I think. And also backwards from Leeds. So that is Huddersfield in possession on their own 10. So yeah, Leeds not looking great right now. Not looking great. Salford Red Devils in possession up towards halfway on the 4th tackle. They had the numbers down the left. They should have gone. But they take it inside Catalans territory. Now on the last tackle. Mella will go left to Milnes. Puts boot to ball. Espodabiche underneath it. Collects it. Then falls over. 5 out from his own try line. Takes it over the 10. And a few metres shy of the 20. What on earth happened then in Huddersfield? What just happened then? Out on the full? Oh my god. Lost direction Leeds have? Yeah, I think without Connor it doesn't look great. But again, the only thing that's going to cause Huddersfield to lose is Huddersfield. I don't think Leeds haven't been that strong. Sticking with this one for now. Catalans on the 4th tackle, 4.5 minutes gone. There's an offload from Desiree. Eventually collected, but it's going to be knock on, says the referee. Okay. We'll go back to that in a minute. Leeds Rhinos with 59 minutes on the clock. 2nd tackle. Ackers on his right to... I think that was Gannon. Then Croft. Out the back to Miller. Stepping back towards the middle. Bumps off one. Offloads it, a little bit wayward. Room through the middle, and Gannon with a little bit of a lucky moment. They just needed a bit of luck. Leeds will get it. Bit of a mess. Huddersfield have worked hard. They've been dealing with a lot of pressure. But that, just a bit of a dodgy moment. Leeds will extend the lead. They've had plenty of pressure, plenty of territory. Yeah, I wouldn't say they've earned that try. They've probably earned the lead. Overall, I think they've earned the lead, but they've not earned that try. It happens. It happens to everybody at some point. There's going to be 12-0 with a kick to come in front of the post, so I'll just make it 14. Leeds needed that. I think they just needed a bit more of that buffer, and I needed it for my bet. My first one in months. So... switching over then, as there's a stoppage in that one, so that is now an hour gone. Salford up towards the 30. About 2 metres short. 6 minutes gone in the second half. And a kick down the short side left from Milnes. Slightly towards the back left. Jack Walker goes up as well. I think he knocks on. It's with Chimambe. I think that's going to be a turnover on the 10. Yeah, Catalans will play the ball on their own 10. So a reminder that Catalans are a man down. It was Maria that got a red card late on in the first half. Kick from Miller is good, by the way. So it's 14-0 for Leeds. Catalans have not looked great. And there's a carry up towards the 10, but then I think it's Segier's pushed back a couple of metres. He's limping at the moment. Carry from Esport Biche takes it back over the 10, makes about 10 metres in total. Good carry. I think Jake Connor's done for the day, actually. He might be done for the day. Do you know what? I don't know if it's an injury or not. They might just be resting him, which I think is probably fair. I won't put injury, because I don't know. Kick on the last from Catalans towards the back right. Is that 40-20? I think it might be. I didn't see where the kick was from, but it could be a 40-20 for Catalans. Didn't quite... It was. I think that was Rouge. So Catalans will get possession inside the red zone. Good stuff. Leeds Rhinos, with the fourth tackle coming up, they are inside their own territory and another penalty. Another penalty. Catalans, 10 metres out, shifting it left. Stopped on Salford's 10. 8 minutes gone in the second half. Da Costa on his right to Desiree. Trying to crash over between the sticks. 4 metres out in centre field. Shifting it right. I think it's probably knocked on from Salford, I think. Oof. The knock-on from... I didn't see who the knock-on was from, but there is a penalty against Huddersfield again. I'm not sure if it was a high shot or like a hip drop, something like that. There's a break there for McDonald. Gets a great offload to Miller. A high shot, yeah. Nice shot. Hull KO versus Lee Grand Final. Not too convinced with Lee right now. I think they need Offengawi back in. I don't know if or when he's back. If somebody knows, please let me know. Thought Leeds was looking decent for the Grand Final till I saw how average they were after Connor's gone off. Well, that's a lot of teams are like that, really. So, they'll be alright. They'll be right. Leeds only 10 metres out. Out the back to Gannon. Across to Croft. Out the back to Miller. Wrapped up by Halsall. Good defensive jam there from Halsall. The scrum is for Salford, by the way, on their own 10. So they've got a bit of room to make up. O'Connor with a carry through centre field. Stopped 10 metres out. Fourth tackle between the sticks. Right to Croft. Kicks the ball through. Hits the legs of a Giants player. Collects it, but knocks the ball on. As Greenwood with a knock on. I need 7 more points for Leeds here. I need 7 more points. Got a Catalans player down at the moment as well. Doesn't look as bad as the one earlier. But he's down right now. .64.5 minutes on the clock. Huddersfield versus Leeds. 49 minutes stopped on the clock for Salford versus Catalans. It's going to be a long game, that. It's a scrum for Leeds. 10 metres out. Croft. My bad, pimp. Will be stopped a metre in front of the try line. Very, very close. Nearly 15 minutes to go. And a 6 again. Watkins. Look for an offload maybe. Stopped about 8 metres out. Acker's in centre field. Maybe just left of the sticks. Goes right to O'Connor. Come on, Leeds. Help me out here. Help me out, please. Acker's in centre field. Going to go himself. Stopped a metre short. Just left of the sticks. 2 tackles to go. He'll play this for O'Connor. Goes left to Croft. Kicks the ball through. And pushed over the dead ball line by McGowan. It's another goal line dropout. I think he wants to check it, actually. Yeah, Grant's going to check it just to make sure. No, he touched it. Where's Tom Grant from? I don't know. I don't know, Alex. Not too sure. Right, I'm not sure who went off for Catalans, but we've got a player going off. Ooh, that's an elbow. An elbow to the face. So it is a dropout. Is he from Leeds? Salford do have a penalty. Leeds should score soon. I'm surprised Leeds haven't scored more points. Not been great. Not been great from them, but anyway. So it's a long dropout. Watkins will take this back up towards the Giants' 40. Switching back over to the other game real quick because it's not really covered that much with it being stopped so much. Chan will carry it just short of halfway, a few metres shy. 49.5 minutes gone. They're in centre field. Sangare with the next carry, jammed into but skips past a few. Eats up a few more metres. Inside Catalans territory. Leeds in great territory again still. But 40 metres out for Salford. Carry through centre field from Wilson up towards the 30. So Salford and Leeds in good field position here. Leeds only 10 metres out, right to Croft. Cross to McDonald, nearly knocks on. He does knock on. Leeds, what are you doing? Mate, this has not been good from Leeds. This has not been good. Salford, on the last tackle, kicked from 30 metres out towards the back left. Not really placed that well into the back corner. Shamambe goes up. In the hands of Remus Smith, though, on the 20. And they make about a metre there, Catalans, on that first carry. Barmforth is now on. I think that's Barmforth anyway. And a carry up towards the 30. Catalans with a lot of work to do. Huddersfield with a lot of work to do as well, but they are shifting it early. And, let's see. Who should we go with? I think it's a penalty for Huddersfield. Who should we go with? Let's go with Catalans for now. Third tackle up towards halfway. Da Costa down the left edge. Hands it off to Sirenen. Good metres. He's going to play this about 25 metres out on the fourth tackle. Da Costa back towards the middle. Rouge will kick towards the back right. He's on the last tackle. Shamambe goes up. I think he knocks on there. Referee will say it's a knock on. They do have a challenge. Interesting. Interesting. 51.5 minutes gone in that game. Huddersfield Giants. Oh, actually. There we go. That's the one. 12 minutes to go. It is now the third tackle for the Giants. A kick towards the back left. Ryan Hall collects it on the full. Inside his own 10. Under pressure. And eventually is brought down. Come on, Leeds. I need 7 more points here. Please. Help me out. Help a brother out, please. Hankinson with the next carry through centre field. Catalans in great territory, though. 10 metres out. In centre field. Great chance for Catalans. And there's still a man down. Or they will stay a man down. Shifting it down the right edge. Switch back to Desiree. Plays this just in front of the posts, 5 metres out. Barmforth launched it right. Do they have the numbers and space? Not really. Stop 5 metres out again. Over on the right-hand side of the field. 2 more tackles to go. It's going to be a scoot from Kotrick. And loses a bit of ground there. That's a wasted tackle. There's a scoot from Barmforth. Hands it off to Desiree. And Catalans answer back. A little bit of pressure. Down that end of the field. They are a man down. Desiree gets the try. That is going to be 10-all. Come on, Salford. Think about that drop goal, boys. Think about that drop goal. Got the extra man. Spread the ball a little bit. Use the width. That's the one I want. Actually, have I not updated the other... No, I haven't. Okay, I see where I went wrong. I see. That's my bad. For God's sake. Saved it as the wrong file name, so there we go. Yeah, that's my mistake. My bad, pimp, my bad. Okay, so it is going to be 10-all. Salford versus Catalans. Esporo Biche will convert right in front of the sticks. And in the other game, there's a player injury. Just less than 10 minutes to go. Need 2 tries from Leeds here. Is it the Zen Monk? No. Oh, it's Billington. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, Billington down at the moment. Desiree getting a rest on the touchlines. Switch over because we're actually underway. Milnes kicks towards the back right, collected on the full, on the 10. Catalans handed off to, I don't know who collected it first, but it's with Navarrete. Takes up towards the 20. Billington's going off in the other game for HIA. Make about 5 metres on the next carry. Made that 10 actually. Catalans up towards the 30. 55 minutes on the clock. They are 15 minutes behind currently. Then up towards the 40. With a fresh set of 6 as well. Didn't even notice that. Now up towards halfway. A little bit slow there on that play. A little bit slow. Pangai Jr. with a strong carry over the 40 inside Salford territory. Gets an offload for Rouge as well. Then over the 30. So good meters here, good territory for Catalans. It's another penalty for Leeds. Oh my God. Catalans in possession, about 25 metres out. There's a kick through. A bit of a chase, but we've got Jack Walker there. Go on, Jack. Collects it in goal. Takes it back over the try line. Go on, Jack. All the way to the end. I was going to say end zone then. Well, not quite. So Salford have possession 5 out from their own try line. A lot of work for them to do. Meanwhile, in the other game, 9 minutes to go. Late contact on the kicker, who was Brodie Croft. So another penalty for Leeds. There's been a lot of penalties in Leeds' favour today. A lot of penalties. But not enough points currently, Leeds. Let's get a move on. Okay? Get a move on. Screen's gone black for me again. Fantastic. If we could just bring that back. Thank you very much. 10 metres out. In centre field. Shifting it right to Mella. Oh no, it's 8 points. I need 8 points, not 7. I need 8. No, I need 9. For God's sake, man. I need 9 points. 2 tries. With Watkins in centre field. Calls from forward from the crowd. They'll play this 5 metres out. Just in front of the right post. Now with Lasoni trying to crash over. Lasoni is an absolute nightmare from this range. Possibly might have got it down there. Would be surprised if he did. Grant will say it's held up. I think there's a chance it's worth a check there. I think that might be worth a check. I don't know. But God, Lasoni is ridiculously dangerous from this range. Yeah, that's held up. Fair enough. Leeds want to challenge it. Really? What a pointless challenge. What an absolutely pointless challenge that is. Salford Red Devils up towards their own 20. Chimambe on the latest return from the kick towards the back right corner. And that's Derbyshire with the next one over the 20. One of the try scorers in this game. Salford shifting it towards the right-hand side. Didn't really make much ground there. Davis takes carry through centre field. I think that's an incorrect play the ball from Russell. It is. Oh no, Salford, don't throw this game away. Don't do it. Don't throw this game away. No. No, they gift territory to Catalans. Yeah, so this will stay... The call will stay held up for Lasoni. What a weird challenge, unless they just wanted a break, I don't know. Inconclusive? Well, at least they keep it. Catalans, only 10 metres out with a fresh set of 6, 59 minutes on the clock. Barnforth, shifting it down the short side right. Rouge eating up some metres, stopped about 4 metres in front of the try line. Leeds are also 10 metres out. So both very close. Next carry from Pangai Jr. There's a kick towards the back right for Leeds, though, collected by Halsall. And he's going to have to play this all the way in the back left corner. Leeds need to be disciplined here. He's going to play this 2 metres in front of his own try line. A lot of work to do. Catalans, 10 metres out. Make that 5. Very, very close. Is that the end of the set? Might have been. It is. It's the end of the set for Catalans. Damn. They'll have to think about 1 pretty soon. I'll have to start thinking about 1. Oh, wayward stuff from Huddersfield. Golding has to kick the ball over the dead ball line. Wayward stuff. Mate, stop giving me a black screen. Stop doing it. Sort it out, mate. To whom? Don't ask me. I don't bloody know. I don't think anybody knows. Huddersfield with a short dropout. They do make the 10 this time. Bounces once. Knocked backwards by Greenwood in the hands of Golding. Leeds. I'm not betting months. And a game where Leeds could have really, like, with all the penalties and with the form they're on, could have really just blown Huddersfield out the water. There's a break here for Flanagan. Miller gets a hand on him. Oh, that's a swinging arm. That did not look good from Miller. That was a swinging arm, right? There's a goal line dropout in the other game too. Huddersfield in good territory now. Only 20 metres out. Oh, there's no scoreboard. There's no time. Lovely. 20 metres out in centre field. Shifting it left and a knock on from Russell. Well done, Flanagan, though. Great job on that break. Great job. Mistake from Russell. But yeah, as I was saying about the bet, God, I'm gonna lose this bet because Leeds probably should have been a bit more control of this game. They should have been. They've not been great. I've got a feeling they'll still likely keep the top spot in the power rankings. I think they've been so good in the last 3 weeks. I don't think they'd lose it. But I'd have to do a full review of everything. We will see. If Flanagan stayed down, do you think Miller gets a red? Honestly, maybe. Because that looked like a swinging arm to me. With a closed fist, actually. It looked like a closed fist, but I'd have to see it again. 5.5 minutes to go. Still think Leeds can get one more try. They could get one more try, but I kind of need them to get 2. Which I don't think they'll get. Next carry through centre field from Aledzki. There's a captain's challenge from Salford, by the way. Not sure what they're challenging exactly, but Leeds with 2 more tackles to go. 5 minutes left in this game. Watkins on his right to Lasone. Look for an offload maybe. Stopped just short of the 30. Last tackle for Leeds. Croft under pressure. Goes left to Miller. Cuts back towards the middle. Chips the ball over the top. Chases it. This could be some funky stuff from Leeds. Croft. Oh, that is beautiful. Leeds have not been great in this game, but that is exquisite from Leeds. Miller. Lucky Miller, mate. That was a beauty. That was nicely done from Leeds. They will extend the lead, likely to 20. Very likely. That was nice. Chip and chase from Lockie Miller. Looked like the play was just like completely dead. Chip and chase. Collects it on the full. Support from Croft. Well done, Croft, for reading that as well. Excellent work. There you go, Leeds will be up towards 20. I need one more try from Leeds here. A penalty is no good. Penalty's no good. I need another try from Leeds. I don't think there's enough time to get it. Oh well. Switching back over. Catalans Dragons, 15 out from their own try line. Pangai Jr. with a carry. Up towards the 30. Strong carry there. So here's 10-all with about 17 minutes to go. So Salford vs Catalans is quite a way behind right now. Next carry from Benjamin Garcia over the 40. And down the right edge for Catalans. Kick's also good as well. 3 minutes to go for Leeds versus Huddersfield. Kicking the last from Catalans. Jack Walker under pressure gets smashed into. That's a strong hit. Salford on their own 10. Chimambe plays this 15 out from the try line. Salford shifting it towards the right edge. Come on, Leeds, just find one more. Just find one more. I've still got 2 other things in the bet as well, though, but... And all of a sudden, Catalans just come up with a try. Again, I always have to miss one. And we'll see this again. We'll see this one again. I say again, I didn't see it the first time. What am I on about? Leeds shifting it, though. Bit of room to run down the right edge. Miller switches back to Ryan Hall. Come on, Leeds. Back to Miller. Come on. Come on. Keep it going. It's now with O'Connor. Waiting for this replay as well. It's wayward out the back to the Zen Monk, James Bentley. So it was with Masters. Shifting. The ball just pops out of his hands. Collected by Barnforth. Oh dear. Salford have... Oh, they've done such a good job in this game, but they've kind of slowly but surely thrown it away a little bit. Oh, they just could have been a bit cleaner in possession. Unlucky Salford. Good effort. They've still got time to come back. They are a man up still. I assume they'll get the kick from where it was. Leeds, though. Just less than 2 minutes to go. Fresh set of 6. Inside Huddersfield territory. Aledzki up towards the 20. 15 minutes to go in the other game. Come on, Leeds. Come on. Gannon with a strong carry up towards the 10. Leeds. Please, just one try. Just one more try. That's all I need. O'Connor. On his right to Lasone. Then across to Croft. Then Newman. Oh, it's tapped on by Halsall into touch. Just over a minute to go. Just over a minute to go. Almost. The kick from Esport Biche. Looks close enough to be able to convert this one. Looks fine. The kick is good. So just less than 15 minutes to go. Salford down by 6 points, but they do have the extra man. Don't place bets, mate makes you bias. I don't think I've been biased. I wanted Leeds to win anyway because I predicted them to win. Because it's better for my predictions videos, but... it's been months since I bet anyway. In centre field, Lasone. Strong tackle. 40 seconds to go. Slow to get up. O'Connor in centre field. Left to Watkins. Then across to Gannon. Caught in a dead end. Doesn't know what to do or where to go. He's going to play this 5 metres out. 20 seconds to go. Mate. Screwing up my bet here. Aledzki. Almost. If he's not in, I think that's game over. He wants to check it. Try giving on field. Video ref will check. I'm not sure. I'm on the fence. We'll have a look in a second. Catalans in possession. Just less than 14 minutes to go. Just behind the 40. De Costa with the carry through centre field. I saw he was over, but whether it was grounded, I don't know. Chimambe with the carry over the 20 up towards the 30. Come on, Salford. Come on. Move the ball around a bit, lads. Move the ball around. Next carry from Jack Walker. Go on, Jack. Still shifting. Look for an offload. Gets one. Collected by Salford, was it? Is that a fresh set of 6? It might be. I think the BS try no try rule is going to help me with my bet here. Oh, actually that's... Okay, it is a try. Thank you, Leeds, for eventually getting that done. With 15 seconds to go. Okay, on to the next one of the bet. Thank God for that. So, that is going to be a try. Oh, thank God. Will they go for the 2? I don't know. I'll wait and see what they do before I add the points on, because I don't know if they're going to go for 2 or not. There's a kick on the last from Salford, collected by Esporto Biche on his own 10. Wrapped up by Murphy. Oh, they will go for 2. Okay. Well, I had Leeds Rhinos minus 22. That was part 1 of the ACCA. Right then. That's all done. So to confirm, it is going to be Huddersfield Giants 0, which is surprising because I think they've done all right. Leeds 26. I think the scoreline flatters Leeds a little bit. Huddersfield weren't like amazing in possession, but defensively, I think they did a real good job. But yeah, great effort from Huddersfield. Execution-wise, wasn't amazing, but I think scoreline probably deserved to be a little bit closer. But I think Leeds still, with the amount of territory they had, penalties didn't help at all. I don't know every single decision whether it was right or wrong, but there's a lot that went against Huddersfield. You'd imagine that at least some of them were legit. So there you go. Leeds win 26-0. Fair play. So that means we will finish the final 11 minutes of this game. Salford vs Catalans. You know what? I'll get it up on the TV. I'll switch over. So I've got it on the big screen. 10.5 minutes left. It was a great 10 minutes and Huddersfield defence was pitiful, truly. I think the defence was okay, actually. It was a good effort. Right then. Catalans chip over towards the in-goal area. Collected on the full by Murphy. Well taken. Well taken. This is going to be a 20-metre tap. There we go. 7 tackle set up towards the 30. Murphy taps and goes. Chimambe with the next carry. 10 minutes to go. Up towards halfway. Oof. Milne's almost hit high. I think that was okay, though. Got Leeds minus 22, Catalans minus 4. Looking good for you so far. I did have Leeds minus 22. My other ones were Wakefield minus 18, Panthers minus 16. Jack Walker in possession. Go on, Jack. Wayward slightly. In the hands of Masters. Stepping. Bit of room to run through the middle. Looking for an offload. Can't quite get one. Chan might have been pulled back there. 15 metres out. Right to Mella. Oh, could have been a kick towards the back right for Connell then. Hands it off to Logan. Go on, Logan. It does flatter Leeds. Well, we said the same about Hull KR against Lee and Leeds like a few weeks back, so I wouldn't write him off just yet. Murphy, step in. Oh, he's a metre short. A metre short. 3 more tackles to go. Come on, Salford. Out the back to Milnes. Kicks through towards the posts. Oh, Jack Walker nearly there. Nearly in. Nearly. So close. We've got a lot of people in here at the moment. What, 72 people. If you're not subscribed already, please do. That'd be greatly appreciated. What are we up to for subs? 11,641. Very kind of you. Thank you greatly. Just over 8 minutes to go. Adam Quinn says, hope Salford win. We will see. And I think that's a knock on there from Salford. Russell picks up. Who dropped it? I thought it was Salford that dropped it. This could be a try for Dan Russell, though. Absolutely worth a check. So video ref will check. The on-field decision is no try. That was my initial instinct, was knock on from Salford. Are you sure you don't want to at least have another look rather than just calling it off one angle? He cleared that pretty quickly. That'll end up being a penalty. Penalty for Catalans because Russell has pushed him out of the way. Damn. Eight minutes to go. No try. 6-point advantage for Catalans. They are still a man down as well. Oh, on that angle, it doesn't look like there's much going on, but yeah, it might be. Okay then, penalty for Catalans. They will kick into touch and start a fresh set from 25 metres out from their own try line. Tap from Sirinen. Seven and a half minutes to go, just less actually. Barnforth on his right to Desiree. Is Logan holding his nutsack? He might be. What's going on there, Logan? Barnforth up towards halfway. Next carry from Pangai Jr. Strong carry. Just do that for Warrington. Just every single carry, every game, every week. If you don't mind. Tavita. If you don't mind. And a kick towards the back right. It's not a great kick. Ends up in the hands of Tyson. Or Tyson. Whatever. Tavita Bangai Jr. is then taken into touch. It's claiming something's happened here. It's not a great kick towards the corner there. It's not a great kick. Just over 6 minutes to go. Logan Lewis not in the best of ways right now. Leeds are definitely the most improved club this year, except maybe Hull FC. It's close. It's very close. Even Leeds taking I'd say an even bigger step up this year. Not as much as Hull FC, but it's close between Leeds and Hull FC. I actually can't pick one. Don't count him, son. Don't count him, son. Don't rub him. Well, he might have lost one. I don't know. He'll let us know. Jack Walker. Then across to Milnes. Hands the ball off to Logan Lewis. Go on. You play the ball on the 4th tackle. Just over 5 minutes to go. And a chip over the top from Milnes. Collected on the full. That's not a great choice there from Milnes. Stopped on the 40. That's not great. Not a good option there from Milnes at all. About to slow the game down. Who is down? Is it Logan? I think it's Logan. We've got a Catalans player down with cramp right now. It's Logan Lewis. God, proper milking this, aren't you, Logan? God, you get no sympathy from me, lad. Absolutely none. I'm sick of it. This is karma for Josh Thewlis last week. This is what this is. It's not good enough. It's not good enough at all. Not having it. Stops clock right now. 74 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock. It's going to be a HIA. Oof. Lewis in his almighty head. His metal skull. Good job, Logan. Just get the magic sponge and spray on it. You'll be alright in about 5 minutes. Get on for the last 3 seconds of the game. So Catalans, even a man down, they've managed to just stay in it. This is kind of what I was thinking about, like individual quality would be enough for Catalans. But I thought when Salford had that lead, initially had a 6-point lead. Did they ever have an 8-point lead? No, it was only 6 maximum. But I thought after the red card, that'd be it. They'd be sorted. Red card for the ground hitting his head. Great point. Great point. Having words. Drop goal attempt. He's got it. Oh, that's going to be... I think that's going to be game over. Oh, the drop goal was good. Oh, no. I'm fully aware of all the stuff that Salford's been through this year, but I don't know about you, I'm a little bit disappointed with Salford today. I'm a bit disappointed, if I'm honest. I expected at least a little bit better, and I think they should have done more with the extra man. I'm a bit disappointed. Short kickoff. It is collected by Catalans, unfortunately. Four minutes to go. Next carry from Kotrick through centre field up towards the halfway line. Kotrick, according to the commentators, I'll take their word for it. Garcia takes it inside Salford territory. And the next carry down the left edge from Seguier up towards Salford's 30. 3.5 minutes to go. Down the short side left. And they'll just find touch. Just running some time off the clock. Don't know if Salford's going to be rushing to get this scrum packed or not. Unless it'll just be a play the ball in centre field, it might be. $11,639 subscribers. Thank you very much. We had a few more. So Salford in possession with 3 minutes to go. Masters will play this on the 40 for Davis, or just short of it, sorry. Shifting it left. They got the numbers on the left here. Murphy cuts back towards the middle, then back towards the left. Then is brought down just short of halfway. Derbyshire. Now with Milnes. Launch it across to Jack Walker. Go on, Jack. Cuts back towards the middle. To the house, Jack. To the house. All the way. Gets it across to Derbyshire. Then Chimambe. Inside Catalans territory. Eating up some more metres. Stopped on the 40. Just over 2 minutes to go. It's now with Milnes. Across to Mellor. Down the right-hand side. Pops it across to Masters. Now Russell. Could be a chance here. Launches it back inside to Masters. Another offload. Not backwards, I think, from Chan. Taken out of the ball, possibly. Tackle from Mellor. Mate, what's happened to Germany over these last few years? Their international side has been just not good. And they've got a stacked squad. Or they can have a stacked squad. But yeah, they've not been the same for the last few tournaments, which is weird. Normally Germany are like, they're up there. So 1 minute 20 seconds to go. Pangai Jr. with the next carry. Gets the ball off. Jonathan with a donation. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. Very kind of you, sir. Let's read this message. For the last two Leeds tries, still thought they were impressive given the time frame, and it is tough to be motivated for Huddersfield. I kind of get you. I kind of get you. I still think at this part of the season now, regardless of the motivation, it should at least be about setting the tone and having the right habits in these last few weeks. They need to have the right habits if you want to go into playoffs. With this kind of level of playoffs, you got to be switched on. It finished 26-0 Pineapple. It finished 26-0 to Leeds. Walker down the left edge. 20 seconds to go. Derbyshire. Across to Chimambe. Knock on there from Catalans. Collected by Derbyshire. 6 again. If you don't concede, you have a very good chance of winning. Well, just ask Lee in round 1. Leeds are dominating. Last few weeks have been really solid. Defensively, there's no trouble today, which is, of course, a good sign. Attacking-wise, wasn't great. Wasn't great. They've not really had to adjust that much in the spine. Like, they've been able to take a fairly regular spine each week. So this is the first time they've kind of been without Connor. They lost him midway through the game. Not sure exactly when, but looked a bit disjointed after that. Saints okay will win grand final. I still think Leeds are right up there. Good hands down the right edge. Murphy back towards Walker. Go on, Jack. Do it to him. A kick over the top. Chase from Derbyshire. Chucks him. He could have got that. Chimambe with a try. This is going to be checked. Good effort, Salford, at the end of the game. Well, great way to finish. Not exactly what they wanted. It could be 17-16. Still a loss for Salford, but what a way to finish. Great kick over the top from Jack Walker. Huddersfield defended very well, but dropped too much ball. In attack, the scoreline shows that. Yeah. Indeed. I think the amount of pressure that Huddersfield had to deal with, that defence was really solid. With the amount of pressure they had to put up with. I mean, Derbyshire probably could have grounded that ball, but he didn't want to risk it. Oh yeah, just kind of the bounce back and his momentum would have made it difficult. So, he's all good there. I think this is a try. I'm pretty sure this is a try. Would Salford be bothered to go for the 2? Or would they just leave it? They might as well go for it. Why not? But that is going to be 14 for Salford. Well done, Salford. Well done. It's going to be a try. Salford make it 14-17. Will they go for the 2? Let's have a look at this again. So it's right to Masters, then to Walker, across to Murphy, cuts back towards the middle, offloads it back to Walker, kicks over the top, and the kick is good. Okay then, folks. Okay, let's update this score. So there we have it. Oh, I think I saved it as the wrong thing. Oh, well done me. There we go. Okay, there we have it. Full time. So, to review. First game, Leeds Rhinos with the win, 26-0 over Huddersfield. I think with the amount of pressure that Huddersfield had to deal with, they defended very, very well. The scoreline doesn't seem like it, but those that could watch the game will know the amount of pressure that Huddersfield were under. They defended incredibly well for the most part. Leeds, a little bit sluggish in possession. Looked even worse when Connor went off as well. But still controlled the game relatively well. They were helped out by a lot of penalties. Some may have been, unearned, invalid. I think given the amount of penalties, at least some would have been valid against Huddersfield. Was not Lee's best performance in the last few weeks, but it was a case of, in all areas, just a little bit too strong, either with the carries, with the defence as well. Early on, especially, their defence to pin Huddersfield back was exceptional. Allowed them to kind of get back into it a bit more when they dropped the ball, when Leeds dropped the ball, and when they gave away a couple penalties, but they defended very well. There was 1 or 2 line breaks, a couple soft moments, just a few, but overall the defence from Leeds was fantastic. So I think Leeds fully earned that one. But for the other game, Salford just losing out to Catalans started very well. They had the energy. They created opportunities. They opened up that Catalans defence. Got an early lead. Catalans were fighting back, found a little bit of energy, a little bit of pace offensively. They started to push back into the game. But then Salford answering back a little bit later on, taking the lead once again. Or well, it went to 6-4, but they extended the lead. And then ever since Catalans got that red card, Catalans just kind of upped it a little bit. I think maybe Salford went into a bit of a shell. I don't think they tried to expand as much as they did early on. I think they were maybe just hoping for the numbers just being enough to, win the battle up front, wear them down so much more towards the back end of the game. But I think Salford maybe just took a bit of a backward step, lost a bit of energy. But Catalans, they worked really hard to plug those gaps, fill those spaces, to not allow easy stuff from Salford. I think it's actually a great effort from Catalans, because I did expect a little bit better from Salford, just a little bit better. Given that the squad that they've had is fairly consistent, has been for the last 3 weeks, and they've been performing relatively well, and the fact that Catalans went down a man as well fairly, early in the game, or at least in the first half anyway, I think they probably could have got a win out of that one, and maybe should have done. But Catalans, they stepped up, they got it done. So, fair play to them. Right then. I'll call it a day there, I think. We had 2 new members. We had Flo Lacey, rejoined as a member. and he gifted one. So Simon Wells was gifted a membership. And then we had a $5 donation from Jonathan. So thank you very much for that. To all those that stopped by, it is greatly appreciated. If you want to follow me on all socials, all links in the description. If you have TikTok, don't follow me there, please do. I'm trying to get to 10k as soon as possible. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah. Thank you very much. Final sub check, let's have a look. 11,639. Thank you very much. Trying to get to 12k by the end of the year. But yeah. If I don't see you, have a great rest of your weekend. Final note on remaining streams, just to let you guys know real quick. In Super League, I'm doing Saints vs Wigan and Castleford vs Wakefield tomorrow night. And that starts at 7:45. And then I'm doing Hull KR vs Hull FC at 2:45 PM on Sunday. Not doing Warrington vs Leigh because I'm at the game. And then in the NRL, Saturday morning, Bulldogs vs Sharks, starting at 10:20 AM or 7:20 PM in Canberra. So there you have it. Thanks very much for stopping by. If I don't see you during the rest of the weekend, have a great rest of your weekend. See you later.